Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new details regarding the Lionel Messi contract renewal. Then we're also going to be talking about Alex Collado, who has recently renewed his contract. And then lastly, we are going to be talking about the potential sale of Junior Firpo. So there's plenty that we do need to discuss. The Laporta and Alemany project for FC Barcelona is in full motion. And we are first going to be talking about Lionel Messi. So finally, we do have some breaking news regarding the proposal of Lionel Messi, and we have been waiting for any new details regarding this proposal since the day Laporta was appointed to become the new president of FC Barcelona. And we knew this moment was going to happen. We knew that Laporta eventually was going to propose something to Lionel Messi, and the optimism of Messi renewing his contract with FC Barcelona is extremely high, because after what we have seen over the past 6 to 8 matches under Ronald Koeman, this Barcelona under Ronald Koeman is building something truly special, and it is something that we greatly do want to see in the next season. And it says here, according to Cat Radio, that Laporta is preparing the proposal for Messi's contract renewal. He had asked Leo for a few weeks to get to know the club's finances first before making an official offer. A proposal for a renewal will be presented to Lionel Messi in the coming weeks or maybe in the coming days. And just for a brief reminder, this report coming from Cat Radio is extremely reliable. The fact that we are hearing Laporta finally make his first negotiations with Lionel Messi is extremely reliable, and it is true, and it is 100% official. But that is the reason why it did take a couple of weeks for Laporta to finally have some sort of negotiations with Lionel Messi. It is because he wanted to know what are the finances looking like with this Barcelona club. And I do believe that that is always important. It is always important to know what the finances are in this club, because then you're going to be having a greater idea on what you want to do and what you could do and what is possible in this coming summer when it comes to the signings that you want to make, when it comes to having the player sales, how much player value is within the squad, and who could we sell in order to execute what we do want to execute in the coming summer. Then in result, you're also going to be having the idea on what type of wage you could offer towards Lionel Messi. Now, I am assuming that the proposal that Laporta is going to be submitting to Lionel Messi, I'm assuming that the wages that Messi will be earning in the coming few months is going to be much lower than what he originally did receive over the past 4 to 5 years. It only makes sense, and I do believe that Laporta will be telling Messi that the only reason why the wages are going to be extremely low, it is because we do want to have some room and some finances in order to make the signings that we do want to make. There has been reports that has been coming out over the past 2 days that Lionel Messi would much rather favor the sporting project than how much he would be receiving or earning within the next 2 or 3 years. But that is what I'm assuming that Laporta is going to be proposing to Lionel Messi. He will be saying that we are going to be letting go a massive amounts of players in this coming summer, and we will be lowering the wages for many of these players within the squad. And this is what makes Barcelona so special, right? That even if Barcelona were to sell a total of 6 to 7 players within the first team, Barcelona is still a club that can still have many players come from La Masia, from the academy, and fill up those positions. That is why Barcelona and Laporta are so comfortable with saying that we're going to be letting go of many players in this coming summer, because we do have a bunch of other players that are more than ready to take on the first team, which will be coming from either Juvenal A or Barcelona B. This is why I say that Barcelona is such a special club. No other club out there is able to do what Barcelona can do. So the fact that we are hearing statements going on around there in the social media or on the news or on the television saying that why would Barcelona let go of so many players and sell so many players only to achieve one player, that is because Barcelona is capable to do so. Barcelona have the quality in their academy to fill up those positions. Yet again, we do not have to bring any players in order to fulfill those other spots. And there has been many other reports that are aligning with this report that we're hearing when it does come to Messi finally receiving his proposal within the coming days. And it says here, according to Santiago Valle, that there are 3 things that Laporta and Barcelona will need to do within the coming months. 1 will be to reduce the overall wage bill, 2, sell a lot of players, and 3, rely on La Masia. That is going to be the North Star. That is going to be the ultimate plan they're going to be trying to execute in this coming summer. And when we do have the conversation of who is going to be promoted into the first team coming from Barcelona B or Juvenal A, that is going to be for a whole other different video, a whole other different topic. I will be making that video in about the coming days or in the coming weeks once we do get a better idea on who is going to be leaving FC Barcelona in this summer. And I do want to answer this one final question. Many have been asking, so when could we hear Messi make a response on Laporta's proposal? Because let's just say, for example, Laporta proposes a contract renewal, what's going to be the future of this FC Barcelona squad within the next 3 to 4 years. Let's say he does that in about 12 days. When could we hear Messi finally respond back and say, yes, I want to be part of whatever project Laporta is building? So Messi's contract does end on June 30th, 2021, which is exactly 2 months from today. I do believe that this is going to be the time frame we should expect to hear Messi have a response from that proposal, which will be within these next 2 months, which will be no later than June 30th. And hopefully later down the road, we get to hear some details on what that proposal does consist of. I do believe that that will be a very interesting topic to talk about, which would be what exactly did Laporta present towards Lionel Messi? Like, what players are they going to sign? What players are they planning on selling in this coming summer? I would love to hear that. I don't know if that will happen, but if the details do come out on what Laporta has to offer, we will be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. Then moving on to the next topic of today, and we are going to be talking about Alex Collado. So, like I've said before, the Laporta and Alemany project that they are trying to implement within Barcelona is going in full motion. It says here that it is completely official that Alex Collado has finally renewed his contract with FC Barcelona until 2023. His name will be registered into the first team from next season onwards, which basically means that his clause would automatically rise up to 100 million euros. So just a brief reminder, I have talked about Alex Collado before in a documentary type of video. Feel free to go watch it. I do believe that it was uploaded about 1 week ago. So feel free to go watch it. We do go into depth on who Alex Collado really is. But to basically summarize what type of player Alex Collado is for FC Barcelona, he is basically a player that is heavily inspired by how Lionel Messi does play. If you watch Alex Collado's game, his movement on the ball is something that is completely replicated coming from Lionel Messi. And I do believe that because of that, Alex Collado does very well at doing that. And that is why he has always been so effective for his teammates, because the fact that we're finally hearing Alex Collado getting implemented into the first team, it is something that is completely overdue. Alex Collado was getting man of the match type of performances in almost every match the Barcelona B team was playing. And so the fact that we were seeing Alex Collado show some reflections on how Messi does play and seeing how effective he was in those games, it was long overdue. So many might recognize Alex Collado as a right winger, which I do believe he is. He is a right winger, but he is a right winger that also acts and takes up the space of a interior midfielder. So yes, he does start on the right wing, but that is not the space that he does occupy. And that's going to be very interesting to see once Alex Collado does enter that first team. The biggest question is going to be, how is Ronald Koeman going to be using Alex Collado? Because Alex Collado, like I've said before, he takes the space of an interior midfielder, someone exactly like Lionel Messi. So if we were to use a 3-4-3, I do believe that Alex Collado would be in that four-man midfield on the wide right, and then position himself going into the middle and creating for the forwards. And if Koeman does decide to use a 3-5-2, I do expect him to see in either the position of behind the striker in that two attacking line, or the other alternative when it comes to the 3-5-2 formation would be to use Alex Collado on the wide right within the five-man midfield. But in the end, the final conclusion when it comes to Alex Collado is going to be this: he occupies the exact same space as Lionel Messi. There is going to be a lot of competition when he does head towards the first team. I do believe that Alex Collado is going to be adapting very well into the first team, but who knows what's going to be Koeman's first choice, because there are many players within the first team that want to receive minutes. So he would not be the only player that will be looking to get a starting spot. But I do believe that that is where Ronald Koeman does need to step in and say that, look, we're going to evolve your game. We're going to give you different tendencies and different qualities in order for you to become a better player for FC Barcelona and for you to stand out. And looking at the age that Collado is, he is turning 22 in about 2 months. I do not believe that it is too late for Alex Collado to be a complete star for FC Barcelona. Sergio Busquets did not come into the first team until he did hit the age of 21 or 22 years old. So it is not too late. And I think that there is still time for Collado to make his mark with FC Barcelona for many more years to come. But again, there will be competition. But I have no doubt that Collado is going to be coming into the first team and really impress under Ronald Koeman. It's going to be very exciting. I cannot wait. Whatever does happen with Alex Collado regarding his performances, we will be analyzing his performances here on this channel. And then lastly, I do want to talk about Junior Firpo, because the idea continues to remain the same. The new board that has came into this Barcelona club, they do want to sell Junior Firpo. Now, coming from the perspective of every Barcelona fan, many have stated that Firpo has actually been playing very solid for Barcelona in this season, which we could agree on. Firpo has been playing very well, an upgrade of what he did do in the previous season. But we do hear time and time again that Koeman does not plan on using Junior Firpo Firpo going forward. And looking at Firpo right now, his age is 24 years old. His contract does not end until 2024, so his contract is extremely new. And looking at his performances, seeing how well he has been playing for Barcelona, in the eyes of the people who want to sell Firpo in this coming summer, this will be the perfect time to sell Junior Firpo at a very high price. It does say on the transfer market that he is valued around 11 million euros. I would argue that I do believe that Barcelona and Laporta can pull off a sell of around 12 to 13 million euros for Junior Firpo. And it says here, according to Gabriel Sanz, that Barcelona, after Firpo's sale, they do want a player who can provide competition for Jordi Alba. Jose Gaya is a name that sounds extremely strong and competitive, but his price would be an extreme issue for FC Barcelona. Other names that are being considered is Miranda and Alejandro Balde. Now, in my personal opinion, right, I do believe that Alejandro Balde is a left back that Barcelona should be using starting next season moving forward. Now, ultimately, it's going to be up to Koeman to decide what left back he does want to implement into the first team to compete against Jordi Alba. But Alejandro Balde has all the quality in the world to become a very great left back for FC Barcelona. And I'm also very happy to hear that Barcelona are always considering to use an outside player from either Germany or in England or in France, but also considering to use another La Masia product. We never hear reports on Barcelona trying to sign a new player without hearing a La Masia player getting promoted into the first team. It's very interesting because every time we do hear the name of Firpo, Alejandro Balde or Miranda continues to show up within these reports. And the same thing goes on with Wijnaldum. Every time we do hear a report regarding Wijnaldum, the one player that is always mentioned immediately after within these reports is Ilaix Moriba. So it's very interesting. But the idea is very clear, and that is that Laporta and Matteo Alemany and the sporting department are greatly considering on using many of the players coming from Barcelona B and Juvenil A for the next season. And so at the moment, there's nothing concrete yet when it comes to a club bidding for Junior Firpo, and there's nothing concrete yet when it comes to Barcelona making any contacts for Jose Gaya. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Hopefully this gives you guys a better idea on just where we're at right now in the Messi saga and what Laporta and Matteo Alemany do want to do with this Barcelona squad. It's very interesting. I'm going to be talking about every detail that does arise regarding this club as fast as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.